Welcome back to the show, and returning to the show today we have Jillian Faith. She is a motivational speaker and a life coach. It's great to have you back on.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. The first time that Jillian Faith joined us, she was dressed more as a professional, but today you're dressing down, and there's a reason for that.
It's true. I am dressed down. I think that what happens a lot of times is that perception plays a really big role in how we first see people. So when people saw me first on camera, there was the assumption that maybe I had it all together, and we make first glances based on how somebody is dressed. So I thought that today people might be able to look at me a little bit more genuinely and a little bit more transparent and see that how we're dressed on the outside has very little to do with what's actually going on behind closed doors.
Fantastic. Also joining us today, we have Catherine McLean. You are the New Life Missions Volunteer Coordinator.
I am.
Catherine, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're talking today about something that has caught on like a wildfire in the last several weeks.
Yes.
It's called the Streetlight Christmas Gala. It's taking place at the New Life Mission on December the 18th, I believe.
Correct, yes.
Let's talk about that and how it ties into the way you're dressed, for example.
Absolutely. So what happens a lot of times is that we make assumptions about women. We make assumptions that when you have children and when you are going to school or when you're working, that life is just the way that it is. And there's this discrepancy in society with income and with outreach and with a higher level of perhaps earning rate. There's this margin gap that happens in society, and when people, especially coming from the place of addictions or where mental health plays a role, unfortunately, when you start to do really well, perhaps you've come off of child support subsidies, you've come off of income assistance, you've gotten clean and sober, what happens is that you lose your supports and you lose services. So for myself, like I shared in part one, when we did that a couple of weeks ago, I shared that I've experienced food banks and I've experienced childcare subsidies and low-income housing, but I still struggled with paying rent, and I still struggled with how do I afford to go to a party, or how do I afford to get myself to the same place of enjoyment and celebration. And so there's this discrepancy in society for moms and for women who want to have that same level of empowerment or enjoyment in life. So the services that a lot of the agencies provide in Kamloops and throughout BC and Canada and at a national level, unfortunately, are either for those that are still in need because their addiction is so great, and Kathy can attest to that.
Absolutely. Or
it's for those who are at a higher socioeconomic level.
So, I don't want to run out of time. We only have about 2 or 3 minutes left, but the Streetlight Christmas Gala is an opportunity for women to have a night where they feel like the princess of the ball. Can you talk about that?
For sure.
Exactly. So because the response has been so great when we first asked for items that you would see at a Christmas gala, we've had everybody, and I don't want to just, I want to just quickly really run through people. We've had people like a Glow Bridal, Rogers Rentals, people that have jumped in and said, hey, we do weddings. We'd like to jump in and we'd like to give this environment, this winter wonderland, the look that you have desired. So we've created an environment where women will be able to come in and have hair and makeup and nails and clothing at the same level that you or I would be able to go to. As I mentioned, the success that's come is so great for this one evening that we want to be able to extend it to at least 4 events throughout the year. Those kind of events that women would not normally be able to go to, or maybe they've missed out on. So a graduation, because maybe they got their dogwood diploma, but they weren't able to actually have a graduation ceremony. A bridal shower, because maybe they got married, but they didn't actually get to have the party. Mother's Day, etc. You get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
So partnered with New Life Mission, the Phoenix Center, Ask Wellness Society, and others have really caught on to this and said, this is what we need to do with no strings attached for our clients and for those women in Kamloops.
So this party is taking place on December the 18th. Catherine, you must be very busy as the volunteer coordinator.
I sure am.
Tell me about what your part is in
Well,
this.
I'm helping Jillian with all of the decorations and bringing the clothes. We get a lot of donations of clothes in the mission, so we're putting those together. And we've had a lot of donations from the public that have brought in these beautiful gowns, and the girls are going to look awesome. We're all about giving back, so I'm really excited to be doing this with Jillian.
What I'd love to hear from your perspective, Catherine, is sort of how much meaning this has to the ladies that get to take part in this.
Oh, a lot. So the ladies, they don't get a chance to actually get out and do hair and nails. I mean, it's so expensive. And so at Christmas time, a lot of that gets put on the back burner. This way we've been able to offer all of our clients, plus a lot of the public, to come in and to have a night where we can, it's just all about them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're just about out of time. Is there one last thing you want to mention?
So I just want to say, so these are invitations, these are not tickets. So we have invitations, a few still available, and if women want to come down to either the corporate office or to Thrift City and ask for Kathy, we can give these invitations. There's a $10 gift certificate to Thrift City on the back where they can get additional items available for them. So this is not a ticket. If you lose it, you still can come to the event. We just want to welcome everybody, and we just want to also thank the over 75 volunteers that have come together to make 10 teams. It's running extremely well, and we just want to thank everybody that's in partnership with us.
Absolutely.
Fantastic, you guys. It's a great initiative, it sounds like, because it's caught fire so quickly.
Yes.
It's going to be a huge success and more to come.
Yep.
Thank you to the both of you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to point out as well the contact information that is on the screen. The Facebook site is the best one.
Absolutely.
You can go to that. Yes. Streetlight Christmas Gala. If you look that up on Facebook, you'll learn everything you need to know about this event taking place on December the 18th. We're back in 90 seconds. Stay with us.